What's up, everybody? Welcome to Naked. I'm Nicole,
Keisha,
Deanna,
and we have a special guest, Candace.
Hey everyone.
Candace is everybody's buddy. We met her through D, but now she's part of the girl crew. So.
This is Leo's mom.
Yeah, this is Leo's mom. If you ever heard me and D talk about Leo, probably more so D talk about Leo, this is Leo's mom.
I am Leo's mother. Well, welcome to the show, lady.
Thanks for having me.
We're so excited.
Yeah, good to see you out.
This is
It is
just
different.
talking shit.
But I mean, that's what you do.
That's what we do. You know, some of our best moments have not been, even though it's been a while since we've all been together.
It has been too long.
Yeah.
It's been too long. There's just been so much going on, and
Yeah.
Well, we got together for the concert.
oh yeah,
How soon we forget?
Man. But I knew we left together. I'm just like, what was we?
I'm still upset about that concert. Don't even get me started.
I know you tried to be really optimistic about it and really positive. Like, that was still very good. No, it was very bad.
No, me and Candace on purpose like,
Very
no.
bad.
What concert was that? Beyonce.
No, on the run.
It was the first.
Oh, in
it was the first
Cleveland.
one.
Yeah, I'm still over there.
I'm telling you, sis deleted my comment when she posted about being in New Orleans. And I was like, were you jet lagged in Cleveland? Like, I mean, what? And I went.
She deleted
It
it?
was not there. My comment was not there.
Oh, the publicist was like, we fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. If I struck a nerve, just gonna have to do better.
You better.
Do better.
I get it.
mean, who am I to really judge that? I'm just a single mom living my best life, but
Me and Candace at one point was in the concert talking to each other like, yeah, she might be pregnant then because
we were
it's not-
really, really going back and forth.
Yeah.
I think she,
Because we was like, I could accept that excuse because this is not it right here.
That's heartbreaking.
It's heartbreaking. But that's all right. Maybe her chakras, that I used it right, was off. Okay.
but it was clearly that
She's out of
bass.
line.
It was that bass. She was all out of line and out of whack. It was her bass. Yeah.
Well, that's why we forgot that we were together, because it was a little bit of a tragic situation.
Oh man, that whole weekend. Not the whole weekend, but that situation. We ain't gonna get into detail.
Okay.
We ain't gonna
It's a
get
story
into
for a
detail.
different day. Got it. A very quick trip. We'll leave it there. We'll leave it there. But we will all get together next weekend for your birthday.
Yes.
Turn up.
Happy birthday, happy birthday.
I'm older
So,
than you.
Oh,
Because you're old.
We're the same age. We're the same age.
We are the same.
Tell her we are all the same age.
We're all the same.
Thank you.
You're just 2 months younger than us?
The keywords are younger.
Don't say younger. We all the same
The
age.
You're
keyword.
2 months less than us.
Thank you, Candace. She be trying to play me.
The
Talk
fact
about
of the
for a
matter,
whole other year.
I was.
We the
I
same
was.
age.
I was born
We are the same
a
age.
year after you, younger. You are 35. I'm 34. I'm younger.
Embrace it.
You're 35.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I mean,
You're 35.
but I'm not.
I'm coming.
It is. It is.
And it's going to hit you over the head.
You
And
know.
you're just going to
But
accept it.
I will, because you old ladies here
Wow.
have had an opportunity to embrace it. You know.
You sure
Oh,
have.
lady.
And you know, it's so funny though, because I got into it. I was telling Liana about this. I got into it with my little sister who was 18 a couple weeks ago. And she was like, "You just an old hoe."
Ooh, that shit struck a nerve with me, and she wasn't even talking to me.
Ooh. I said, "You keep the same energy." This old hoe sees you.
Yeah.
And it's on sight, as you kids like to say.
As you kids like to say.
And I'll beat the brakes off of it. But this old hoe is going to
Yeah.
why did she even, what was the conversation?
Because I was the last of the Mohicans. Because I'm very petty. Because I
Let
don't
you know,
like-
you embrace it.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
very petty. And I don't like when people try to hustle me.
I get that.
And granted, my sister never asked for anything. All she asked for was $20. But what she said was, "I'm going to pay you back Friday." I had to give Dad some money, which is a point of contention for me, because if my dad needs anything, he can come and talk to me about it. Not my 18-year-old sister that's
Right,
yeah.
slinging shoes and part-time stripping. Like,
Oh.
that's another story as well.
Yep. We will get into it.
But, and I love her all the same. But the thing is, she said, I will pay you back. So when it
Is
came
what I heard.
time to pay me back, she must have forgot. So I texted her a reminder. Bing!
Hey girl, hey.
Hello. Didn't hear nothing. The next day. So that's Sunday, and at this point, yeah, I was just being an asshole because I mean, it is what it is. Like Deanna knows how I am with my sister.
But it's the principle.
It is the principle.
Yeah, it's the principle.
And what I don't like is you using our dad as a means of thinking that that was going to get me to give it to you, and so
Yeah.
I was going to give it to you regardless.
Yeah.
But don't use our dad. And if you don't have it to do, say you don't have to do it.
Yeah.
Because I just gave my brother some money a couple days before that. I'm asking him for it back. I know he ain't got it to give. It is what it is.
Yeah.
But since you're so grown now, be a woman of your word and follow through with what you say you're
Yeah.
going to do, whether it be $2, $20, $200, $2,000, whatever. Be a woman of your word, follow through, do what you're going to do. She didn't want to do that.
Yeah.
And since I was the last of everybody that she's never gotten completely sideways with, like the most I got was a eye roll, she decided to try me via text about 800 miles away. I already knew what it was. She already exposed her hand.
Yeah.
You know, and she's really angry because she wants me to act like a mom, but not act like a mom. She wants me to be responsible for her, but not hold her accountable.
Yeah, right, yeah.
And that's not how it's going to fly.
That's what's wrong with all these kids these days.
That's
That's wrong
Yeah.
with all
Yeah.
of them.
So,
I swear they don't know the difference between can I have and can I borrow. Like you approach me saying can I borrow, that means I expect you to pay the money back. That ain't
That's
no
it.
I'm just gonna take it and then but I'm like you. I lend with the expectation that I'm getting it back. If it's
Right.
some money that I'm like,
Right.
no, you need to pay me back,
Then I don't have it to
I don't
give.
have it to give.
If I don't have
This
it
is my
to give
thing.
away, you're not getting it.
Yeah.
If you call me saying, oh yeah, I owe you some money. Now I'm like, where are we gonna get that money?
Yeah.
So now I want my money. Like I initially was like,
but I appreciate that open communication. Hey, I owe you some money. I didn't
Like
forget
I
about you.
forget. Right. I'm not
But I
jumping
don't
you.
have it right now. But if
But I
I
don't
don't
wanna
want nothing,
see
then we
you-
go on a happy hour.
that's what I'm saying.
Then we got issues.
You got issues.
I'm thinking 2019 is going to be the year of no lending.
Yep.
I know that's
no
right.
lending.
Just saying no period.
Nah.
Just
No. Simon Rhymes had
And the book, I was just about to say.
Yes.
We're going to
I
run it back to the year now.
Yeah.
Because
No.
this is,
No ma'am.
that's what
Yeah.
I'm working on now is learning no. Just no. No.
And without an explanation.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like, there's too many times where it's like, no.
Yeah.
I feel
We're
like
grown ass women, we're grown, I'm
Yeah.
not grown ass kids. So,
I feel like I have things like backwards. Like I want to be able to say no to others, but be able to say yes to me. And I feel like right now, I, for the most part, will say no to me, and I'll say yes to others.
yes.
I need to reverse that shit,
Yeah.
and that's my goal for next year.
I feel like more people are like that this time. I feel like more people will sacrifice themselves for family, for close
Yeah.
friends, than they wouldn't. And if they do put themselves first, as society, we're taught to look at each other like, what is wrong with you? Like, you a selfish jackass.
It's like,
But
you gotta
it's okay to be selfish.
Yeah, you gotta be selfish a little bit. Like, just a little bit.
for your sanity.
Yeah.
Self-preservation.
And because nobody else is going to do it,
Absolutely.
nobody else is going to do it.
People don't care. Flat out. People do not care.
And even time, I've been in situations where somebody's gone either way and I've taken it for granted, or maybe not been as shown as much gratitude as I probably should have. Because you don't think twice about it. You're just like, okay, cool. They said yeah, move along. But really, it was like, dang, I really appreciate you going out of your way. You know. So
I mean, even something as simple as me being able to call my stepdad or my brother or my sister to pick my son up from the bus.
yeah,
Like, Jesus. You know, I'm like, thank you.
it's such a big deal.
Because I can't leave. Stay here. It's just a bad house. Please help. You know, so it's definitely, you know, the small things, the large things too, but the small things.
I think as you get older, it starts to be about the little things. It really is the
Absolutely.
little things.
Absolutely.
Well, speaking of getting old, I almost threw my back out.
Again?
And this has been happening for years. Like I have a reoccurring bulging disc, and so every few months, yes, I was upstairs. I was rushing to get out of the house because we had trials yesterday.
Yeah.
So I was rushing to change my clothes and stood up fast and was like, "Whoa."
That's how it always happens though, with you like trying to get dressed.
And so I still got my stuff together and went on. Still went to practice. Stood that whole time. Got up this morning. Went back to practice. So we had 3-hour practice again today. Stood the whole time. You know, today I tried to sit a little more than I did yesterday. But I mean, it's only so much sitting I can do during the practice.
Yeah.
So
Y'all have a
whenever-
better turnout for tryouts.
we had pretty much the same girls that have been showing up for workouts.
So
No additional faces. So we have another day of trials on Monday. So we'll see if that brings any additional girls. Because I'm sure some of the holdup is they had to have their physicals and final forms and stuff done by yesterday to participate. Since it's technically we're in season now as of yesterday. So we'll see if Monday some people over the weekend were able to get some things done. If some people show up. But so I went over to Chuck's house. And he had thrown his back out. So he's like, come down to my basement. He had one of those inversion tables.
Oh, okay.
Now, I didn't believe in him. He put me on that thing for 2 minutes, and I can stand straight up. Like before, I was walking kind of like bent over. Like,
Yeah.
2 minutes. He flipped me upside down, told me to grab the bar behind me. Then he told me to come up and just rest my elbows, and I was kind of like, not completely flat, but almost flat, but my head tilted a little bit. He told me to go back down, grab the bar again, come up back in that position, and then slowly come back forward. I could stand straight up after that.
That's
My back is still
great.
tight, but y'all just see me before we started recording. I was not moving like that at 4 p.m. this afternoon.
That is crazy.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I have to go get one of those. I have to go get one of those.
that's awesome.
I mean, you need it.
Yeah, at this point.
Because I mean, you've been having issues for a while now.
Yeah.
And you're not going to get surgery.
Heck no.
So, which I don't blame you on that.
Yeah, no.
I don't blame you.
No.
I feel like surgery, like back surgery, just makes it worse for everybody I know.
Everybody I know that's had back surgery are worse than they were before.
Yeah.
My stepdad had it, and now he has to go every so many months. He'll start having bad pains and has to go get that shot.
Yeah.
And then he's sick for 3 days. But then it doesn't fix it all the way. He still has to go back months later and get the shot all over again. I'm like, I'm not doing that.
No.
Because if I'm going to be in pain like that, I might as well just keep doing what I've been doing.
And go get an inversion.
Yeah.
We'll
So,
try some reflexology too once.
yeah, so once you get certified, then you can be every time my back goes, I'm going to call you Keisha.
Alright, I'm on my way.
Can I come there? You come to the house.
I'm on my way. You got wine. So. Pay me in wine.
Oh, I always have
Pay
wine.
me in
Smart girl.
wine.
I have wine
I
and
told my
some.
manager, I was like, you can pay me back because I bought boosters for everybody and everyone gave me their money. I said, you can pay me on King's Donuts.
I haven't had those in so long.
I've never been.
Okay.
Never?
So, listen, Linda.
I've never been.
Listen.
You know, I've heard great things.
Nah, you don't want to know that you died and you doing the right thing.
But if you ever want to backslide,
Yeah, you ever.
Amy's Donuts is the
Listen,
way to go.
We went out one night, and it's like 12 o'clock at night, and this one drove clear across.
From here.
No, it wasn't
No,
here.
because I parked here.
She parks here. I had to bring her back to
Lord
her car.
Yeah, so I drove from here.
I mean,
to
if you
Georgesville
think
Road.
about it, though, I mean, it's just like 33 to 104, 104. I mean,
60,
yeah.
It sounds
Really wasn't that
I know where Georgesville
It's
is.
definitely like a 30-minute ride. It's
It's not
She was so happy though in the text message, like, I got my donuts.
And she texted like, got my donuts. It was like after 12.
If you want like a jelly or cream filled donut, though, they fill it right there, like over
Listen,
there.
that strawberries and cream donut.
Huh?
The strawberries and cream.
Strawberries and cream.
Is it filled with strawberry stuff?
I don't like filled.
Me neither. That's why I was
I
like,
like
gross.
things.
Okay.
I don't think the strawberries.
It's not. It's not.
Okay.
It's not because I don't like filled.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't like anything?
I don't like
else?
filled.
I don't like donuts. I don't like clarification.
Y'all nasty.
I don't like donuts.
Y'all so nasty.
I don't like my
So you don't like nothing, Phil?
That's not.
Well,
I had the gushers
that's
today, and it was pretty awesome. So, anywho,
So funny.
but yeah, yes, get you an inversion table.
Yeah,
I can
I
be
think-
paid in one or Amy's donuts.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to get one.
Where do you get it from?
I had no idea. He said that he got the pretty
chocolate
basic
base.
one because there's other ones that will massage your back as you're laying
Ooh.
and send shocks.
Mm.
Yeah, so
That sounds
depending on what the price of that one is, I'm cheap. So depending on the price,
Yeah.
I may try to go for that one.
Sharper Image does sound like a place.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Look, I forgot. Use your resources. See, that's another thing I need to learn as I'm getting older. Use your resources. Reach out to people.
Don't
that
block
know
your blessing.
Exactly.
You know what? I was just telling somebody that I don't even remember who, but I was just like, you know what? I had this group, my cousin. I was talking to my cousin last week, and I was telling her, I was like, you know what? I've had a really bad habit over the years of just not reaching out to people, letting them know that I actually needed help.
Yep.
And then, well, you might not know, but I fall into like battles with depression, and then I developed like this martyr syndrome that I've been going back and forth with probably since I've had my son in the past 4 years. It's like, no one cares about me. But people do reach out.
Yeah.
But I've like isolated myself. And I'm like, I can handle this, I can do all of this on my own, and if they're not volunteering, then that means they don't want to help, because I would have stepped in and I would have volunteered, and that's just, it's BS. So yeah, that's something that I was discussing with my cousin earlier this week.
I didn't even know you were going through all that. I thought you were just in the house because you just, you had Leo and things are. I know how it is having a young boy and you're single mom and.
So what happened? We'll go to the beginning without all of the nitty-gritty details. I was in a very dysfunctional relationship with my son's father. It was very abusive mentally, emotionally, verging on physically. When my son was 3 months, I had to leave. Like, just literally pack up and leave in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Didn't look back. Went back and got my things out of my place. And continued to move forward. We went to court for about 1.5 years.
A long process.
That he just drug it out.
I forgot how long that was.
Yeah, it was like 1.5 years.
Yeah.
And it was just drug out. And we've maintained little to no contact. And then just dealing with the whole birth of my child. He was in NICU. So that, it was just like, what else could I have done? I mean, for crying out loud, I wasn't smoking crack. Like, it was probably the healthiest I'd ever been in my adult life, when I was pregnant with him. Like, Deanna can attest. Right before I got pregnant, like, I had gotten my stamina up to where I was even running. Like, I'm going jogging through Bexley, like a little wealthy Jewish woman. And I'm going to stop and have coffee and and everybody's living with their kid, and I am not. So that right there, I just it shut something down. And then I started I retained fluid. You know how you swell up, that's pregnancy, and my hands were like locked up, and I had to wear like splints on my hand because my hands like hurt or something.
Oh, okay. I was never that bad.
Oh, it was horrible. Like, it was horrible. The last couple months were horrible. So come to find out, I developed embolisms from having a cesarean.
What?
And the story is kind of similar to that of Serena Williams. Like, when I had a cesarean, when Leo was born, I felt him being removed, and then it felt like the world was on my chest. And I was like, my chest hurts. And they were pumping me with so much stuff. And they were telling me, but I just want to know what's going on with my baby. Okay, yeah, that's fine. You need to take this medication, that's fine. Okay, I'm going down to NICU, that's where I'll be. So just really not coming out of the depression, your whole body morphing and just looking so different from what you're used to. Like, and I've always been overweight, but it was like, this was over here, and this is over there, and this is flat and it's nailed to the wall, like, and the shit just was looking crazy to me. And I couldn't find myself anymore. So trying to protect myself, trying to protect my son, I just dove head first into like work, and I'm just gonna work this shit away and make as much money as possible to take care of my son without anybody.
Yeah.
But then I looked up and it felt like I had nobody. So with that, just me trying to get some clarity within myself, because it's like you call him God, you call him Jesus, and it's like shit just gets darker and darker and darker, and you have nowhere else to go. But it's like, okay, let me start looking for some angels or something to get the message through, because this shit is not moving. Like, I'm doing everything that I should be doing, and I'm still here in this dark place, which is something that led me to, I had a patient that lived in a senior apartment complex, and there was an older lady there, Miss Shannon, and Miss Shannon is a 3rd-degree rape. Yeah. So she kind of reintroduced me to some spiritual components that I could revisit, just her guidance in my life, you know, and reintroduced me to meditation and prayer, which is not always the, dear God, you know, thank you so much, you know, it can be just having a conversation with God in the car on the way to work. But she really kind of reignited a fire. Something that was introduced to me by my grandmother. My grandmother practiced palmistry. She read playing cards, not tarot cards. And when I was little, it wasn't even correlating to me what she was doing. I'm like, damn, her friends really like watching her play solitaire. You know, that's not what it was at all. Like, that's what she was doing. And that's why these ladies would just be sitting there with her like, yes, wonderful, thank God. No. And she, oh, her name was Guadalupe Ida. Yes, my little grandmother from the Philippines. It's my mother's mom. And then we have Phyllis Geraldine, who's my dad's mom. They both since passed, but they were opposite ends of the same spectrum. Like my grandmother, my mom's mom went to bingo with her treasure trolls for good luck. And if you even thought about a treasure troll around my dad's mom, she was like, that's the devil, get it out of here.
Yes.
You know, and while me and my dad's mom definitely developed a super tight relationship prior to her passing. She actually passed a couple months after I had my son. Spiritually, I was just more in tune with my maternal grandmother. And everything that she was exposing me to that I thought was weird, I thought it was that she worshiped the devil, you know. And then she had like an altar in her bedroom, and she never slept in her bedroom. And altars are something completely different, but they draw a lot of energy. And you should never put an altar where you sleep. So we never understood why she didn't sleep in her bedroom, but now with my studying and learning everything, that's why she didn't sleep in her bedroom. She slept in the living room on the couch.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I'll be moving mine.
I mean, not crazy, but
Yours is in there?
Mine is in my room, which is in the basement, but it's in my room.
So I don't know the positioning there, but they say that you typically should avoid putting altars in your bedroom. Because I was actually in the process of putting one together, and I'm like, something kept stopping me. Like, well, you don't really have a lot of space here, so maybe just put a hole on it. Put your crystals, that's fine. But even my cousin, she had an altar with living relatives on it. I said, you might want to rearrange that. You might not want to put your alive and well relatives on it. Simply because so many different energies can convene.
So I guess, okay.
I'm sorry, I just have like a quick question.
Yeah.
Like, and it might be a silly question, but what's the purpose of an altar? Like, is it a safe place to go and like pray, or?
It is.
Okay.
It is a safe place to go and pray, you meditate, you go for guidance, your offerings to the divine angels. I'm really new to all of this. You know, so I'm probably not the best to speak on it, but I just love the idea that I have like a team of angels around me, and I have a space that I can go to, and I can summon them, and I know that whatever they give me is going to be for my highest and best good. And not everybody believes that way, and that's fine. But I got to a point where I was so low, a bitch had to start believing in magic. Because there was no other way.
I had no idea you were going through that.
Yeah. Like, it was bad, and I'm just starting to really kind of come around, like, okay. Because I shut down.
Yeah.
Like, I shut down completely, like,
And then you just started working all the time.
Yeah, everybody has a breaking point. You can only handle so much. And I mean, like, in today's society, it's like, everybody's going through a lot. You know what I mean? And everybody's having bad times. Whether it be personal relationships, whether it's career, whether it's, you know what I mean? It's just like, you talk to people and everybody's like going through something. I don't know if it's that we're getting older and we're just realizing real life shit, or no, I really think it's just like that out here.
I think it's just like that. I think it's just the climate of the world. Things are changing. How we communicate with people is changing. A lot of it has to do with technology, whether people want to admit it or not.
Yes, it does.
The way people interact in the real world is starting to reflect, or how people interact on social media is starting to reflect in our real world interactions. Because people are bold as fuck.
Yes.
Oh man.
Like, I will beat the fuck out of you.
Yeah.
If you step too far out that line, like, I don't have time for it, but people, that's how we're, I guess, maybe, what's the word I'm looking for? We're desensitized, but this is like what we're just,
It's becoming a norm.
it's our evolution. Like,
Yeah,
this is just our natural evolution. Like, we're just a bunch of ain't shit people running around here. Like, this is about me, and you need to get out of my way, and your hair is ugly, and I would say it online, so I'm going to say it to your face. And it's like,
But then people call that, now that's called being real, I'm super petty. You know, but like you said, that's now the norm. Like, that's cool. It's praised on social media to be that way.
yeah. So, I don't know. I mean, I find it kind of challenging for myself now to even jump back into relationships. It's like a game of double dutch, you know, when rope goes up, and you kind of like, wait,
time to jump in.
because I'm gonna jump in and I'm gonna get this rope and bust my ass. Like,
Listen,
it's
What a
a
great
little
analogy.
gravel, you know, it's a little gravel down there, but I'm trying to jump right in these pro cans and hope I don't slip and bust my
Okay. I can't.
Love that analogy.
No fun.
But that's how it's felt, because I'm like, I really want to go my friends. But then another thing is, I don't have, you know, like a school of people to watch my son. People that I would trust with my son are the people that I want to go hang out with. So it's usually just me and him. And one thing I've definitely told myself here lately is, I signed up for it. Flat out. Like, what anybody else does for us is always a plus.
Yeah.
But I signed up for this. And I was fully aware going into it what I could possibly be facing. Unfortunately, my worst fears were realized.
It won't always be like that.
Oh, it's not. Like, it's not even like that now. But it was.
yeah.
You know, it was. And just not tolerating no bullshit. Like, I'm not about to go back and forth with nobody. Listen.
Okay.
So with that, I was going to the spa, Replenish, with Deja, and I just love them so much. And Monique, who often hosts the full moon, new moon classes.
Have you guys been to Replenish?
I have
You have
not.
not. So we have.
It's a hell of an experience.
She's the one that's taking me.
So I feel like that should be like the next girl outing.
Yes.
It's a beautiful
And I
place.
will schedule off work
Yeah.
to make it happen because I've been trying to go and I will.
They also do, like, on Saturdays, they do, like, the writing courses, the yoga.
And so, you know, another one of my cousins was actually doing that. Donna,
Yeah,
Donna
yeah.
Murray, she was hosting over there. I think she's gotten into some other spaces.
Yeah, I was about to say, she's not doing that right now. Because
Yeah.
she just had, like, a huge event either this past
Hey, the
weekend or
spelling bee. I'm really salty. I
Me
missed it.
too! Me too! I saw her post up. I was like, what in the world?
It was what was it? I don't know, but it was like a spelling bee competition.
They had
And they were, like,
and I was here for all
Yeah,
of it.
like it was
That's
a.
something.
Listen,
They held it at some restaurant maybe because it looked like they maybe had brunch and drinks. And
brunch.
it was like it
Brunch
just
so bad.
it
I
was
just want a brunch.
so fun.
yeah, you-
Donna's good people. I love Donna.
I love Donna.
She's super cool.
she'll be
Wait. I've met Donna.
You have met Donna, so we went to Copia.
Yes. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, I do like Donna. I do like Donna.
So going to Replenish and getting facials with Miss Deja, she had this Angel Oracle deck that she would pull from, and I bought it. And I would pull cards, and they would ring so true for my situation. Like on that day, like every morning, every evening, I would pull like 4 cards, and you know, it's really positive affirmations or forewarnings. You know, just keep moving, or to slow down, or to stop. So with that, I graduated pretty quickly to Tarot.
Is it Tarot? I've always called it Tarot.
Tarot. I got into it with this real pretentious bitch over at this store. I'm
All of it
serious.
is.
Because I'm like, yeah, I just want a tarot deck. Tarot. Bitch, you know what I mean. Just give it to me because I'm trying to find my higher power. I'm trying to find my higher power. And
Right.
you fucking with me
Right.
about how hard I should pronounce this R. Is the T there? Is it silent? Like, you're doing the most.
Like, keep playing, I'm going to tarot your ass up.
But she was, yeah, and unfortunately it was one of my favorite stores. I haven't seen her again after that. So that's a blessing. You know, accept God's small favors. Because I was in that place way too much after that to have to deal with that. But that's how I got into Tarot. I started reading for family.
And friends.
I started reading for friends. And then I had a coworker, Stormy, who really sent a lot of business my way. And I say business because this shit is big business. Unfortunately for me, sometimes I kind of trip my own self out with how accurate things can be. Like, I don't know
Super.
anything about you, but even I be like,
Well, you floored me when you did my first reading.
yeah.
Like, it low-key scared me how accurate she was. And granted, I mean, we're very close friends, so you knew a lot that was going on. But there was a lot that I wasn't telling her, like, about relationships. And not only did she call me on my BS about whether or not I was still talking to old boy, she also laid out, like, what the future was. And I was like, he's different.
You sure did.
I was like, it's not like that. Fast forward 2 years later, I was like, girl, can we do another reading?
Remember what you told me 2 years ago?
So,
You want to be a supportive girlfriend. Like, yeah, he might not be that bad, girl. He might be alright. I could be off in a little bitter, but
girl, you flipped over 2 cards. I will never forget what they look like. You flipped it over, and you was like, oh. I was like, well, what? I was like, wait a minute. She was like, girl, so he is not what you want him to be. He is not who you think he is.
He's a good one. Yes, he is.
Listen, that shit was like spot on.
you
It
know,
was like
I can't
eerily.
read for it. I cannot read for myself.
Really?
I cannot read for myself. Like, when I try to do a full spread for myself, I'm sitting there like, what does it mean, Lord? But when I read for other people, it just like hits me like, boom.
Do you think that that's the case because it's easier for you to kind of tell somebody else what is and what
What the
isn't?
truth might be.
Whereas, yeah, where
So,
like you're blocking it, kind of. Okay.
I mean, there's a lot of things that you see in the cards that sometimes you just don't want to see.
Yeah.
And that doesn't necessarily mean that they're bad, but it's just like, damn, really, am I coming with this one forever? I mean, like, he ain't that bad, but damn, like, forever? Like, it ain't nobody else. Like,
Let me reshuffle with that. Let me reshuffle.
I mean, like, he cool, like, he can fix shit, but damn, I guess.
You stupid.
That is hilarious.
So, yeah, that's my thing, like just reading cards. And my girlfriend Stormy, I've read for like almost all of her family and their friends and their friends' friends. And they show me a lot of love and they break a lot of bread, and I don't be knowing nothing that's going on with them, and I swear they be calling Stormy cussing her out like, "Did you tell her that?" Nah, like I'm coming in here telling my son to sit down, reading these cards for y'all. I'm tired.
I'm like
Yeah.
scared but excited.
I'm
Like,
super excited because out of the three of us, I feel like you know
The
least about
Yeah.
Keisha. So I'm super excited to see like how this comes together.
So the only thing that I want you to do, Keisha, we're gonna go ahead and start this reading.
So we're going. Candace is going to do a tarot reading, right? Tarot reading
tomato,
with
Gyro,
Keisha.
gyro,
This is not pre-planned. This is very
Gyro.
live. This is
Gyro, or I call it gyro.
I say gyro.
I call gyro. I'm pretty sure that's incorrect though, because when I say
I
it,
asked.
the real old Greek say,
I asked.
look at me funny.
Gyro.
My
Who do
dude,
they say?
King
Gyro.
Gyro. King Gyro.
Yeah,
He said
King.
King Gyro.
That's right.
Gyro. That's it.
The one on Broad Street?
No, that's Mad Greek, the one on
Oh, yeah, Hamilton.
Yeah.
Hamilton.
But then everybody in Milwaukee says gyro.
Because they won't.
Nah, because Milwaukee just sounds kind of stupid.
Say it again for the people in the back.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes,
You know, I would like, yes.
Would you like the
I would
street?
like to.
Would you like the
Yeah.
street?
Can I get a read?
Thank you.
What happened to her? Thank you. I don't know.
You know, she got real problematic on social media, just like one of them ignorant ass pick-me's, and they just kind of canceled her love pick.
Okay.
Is that what happened?
Yeah.
Who's on this one
Elle
again?
Warner.
Oh, yeah.
And I like Elle Warner, but there was a couple things like a few years back that she tweeted. It was just like, well, chill out.
You don't need to move this out of your way. Just okay. Good. That's some good fun.
So,
I'm leaning in.
Hi.
it's just kind of hone in on what you are questioning, what you might need clarification on.
Am I telling you or not?
No.
Okay. Okay.
Not telling me anything. You're real content right now. It's one little thing. Your love life seems to be rocking.
Bitch, you been holding back.
I have a little secret.
She younger than you?
Yes.
She's hot. What you don't have time for is baby mama drama. Shit.
Oh.
You can have fun with this guy. Have fun. Don't expect him to live up to anything that he presents to you. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. I'm sure he is dicking you down swell, but I feel like what he's hiding has something to do with children. Maybe like a number, how many he has. Like, oh, I only got 2. Or maybe he got like 4. Conflict. He has conflict. And it's going to pull you in to conflict with him. And it's just not worth it. His maturity isn't there. Because he doesn't know how to handle the situation. And he feels like he likes you, he's digging you, and he wants to be honest, but he's afraid that if he is honest with you, that you're going to be like, oh, hell no. which for you would be in your best interest. I mean, because listen, we ain't nobody's spring chicken, and we ain't nobody's ride or dies. And I just ain't got the time to be grooming your ass and teaching you how to handle these real life situations. You got yourself into them, you better learn how to manage them. Yeah. It's fun. Is this fairly recent?
So this is interesting because this could be one of two things. That's why I'm like, this is interesting.
Well, whoever it is that you're really questioning, they're just not going to be able to live up to what you want. They're not going to be able to give you that emotional vulnerability that you want, the physical, the intimacy that you want. Like I said, the sex is amazing, but then it's just kind of shut down after that. Like, well, wait a minute, and then you kind of feel like used afterwards. Like, well, I mean, this is fun, but is there a little bit more? And there is more. He's just not going to share it with you in fear of you making the choice to stop messing with him. And he doesn't want to let you go. But, yeah. Aerosol. Libra, Aquarius. We got cups here. We got water. We got water signs. We have air signs. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. You don't really know.
End of February is March.
Yeah. So close. Almost happy. But it's just not enough. It's just not enough. I don't know what it is that you're expecting from me. But whatever it is, it's just not enough for you. And he's not at a point with himself that he can be forthcoming and tell you what his limitations are and have you respond to it appropriately. Give me some questions, Keisha. Now you can give me some questions. Somebody got me lying. Somebody. This is fire, guys.
Are they? Are they?
Why you say it like this?
Two Sagittarius, I know. And I'm like,
They fun until they turn crazy.
I wouldn't say they're crazy. They do not.
They don't
The
care.
two that I know do not commit.
They're self-centered.
Very self-centered.
Yeah. And they're not going to commit. Why should I?
Yeah.
Please.
Yes.
I'm a fun guy. Why wouldn't they love?
Yeah.
That's why you love me, right?
Say it again.
Well, let me not even say that. I didn't say that.
I am. That is crazy.
I'm just trying to clarify something for you. You let me know if I can.
So many questions for you. For you.
Yeah. So,
With-
to just. So, Tony and I been talking to me. He's actually just here last weekend. He is younger. He's a Pisces. We've been in a relationship. The children thing would be that he wants children. I do not want children. I have 3 grown children of my own.
Are you sure he doesn't already have some somewhere?
I doubt that he has any, or I highly do doubt that he has any. But he wants children. That he does want. I do not want children.
The only thing that I see is that there is something here that he's not being fulfilled. I'm not sure what that is, but he's not giving you the house.
So the only thing I can think is like we did have that conversation of the children how he would possibly be okay, and I just don't think he would be okay. And that is the opportunity he came up.
So you can take it for what it is and have fun on the side of the town, but other than that, ain't no future in your front.
That is crazy.
You've been real mute. Man, you've been real mute.
He said he was actually taking his passage.
Did she get real sultry too, did she?
Hold it. Oh, look, because I said, we can record the night if you want to. She was like, I can't. And left it at that. There was no, there was nothing.
Not available.
Sometimes. But that's
Five
all.
days. Not available. Please don't stop by. I'm fine.
Don't call me, I'll call you.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Wow.
Damn.
Okay, so question, do you have them think about something that they're wanting to know and you pull the cards, then they can think about something else and you can pull the cards right again, or is that a whole nother day, whole nother reading?
It's crazy because that's always going to be in the back of my head. But I was like, I'm thinking about work. Like, what's going on with work?
Nothing about work. You think it's about work. It ain't nothing about work. You trying to get into work to get over this little heartache. Ain't got nothing to do with work. The truth comes out in the wash. The cards don't lie. Like, and I'm not some trained, I'm taking these courses and I have these certifications. No, it's nothing like that. Like, I straight up, I will say I've been blessed with an uncanny intuition. Like, if I really hone in on a person, I can read them like a book, like right then and there. Sometimes I'm wrong, but most of the time I'm pretty right. Like, even being able to get a person's motive behind their movement. And I really have my son's father to thank for that, because I've seen it, and to deny and put all of the onus on him as if it was him and he just lied, and he presented this false face. To an extent, he did, but he didn't hide who he was either. He tried to keep it as secured and buckled down as he could, especially in the beginning, but it was never a secret how he was. I just had to come to grips with, I was that low on myself that I was willing to accept him. And I thought that I could change him and love him, but I couldn't love nobody. Like, shit, I was barely loving myself through loving him. So with that, and hitting rock bottom and really just, you know what, never will I be in a situation again. I've really kind of sharpened that tool, my intuition, of who I let get close and who I'm willing to keep relationships with. And I've lost a lot of relationships over the years. And some of them still kind of hurt, but for the most part, it's for the best. Like people change, people grow. I've definitely been blessed to have been honest. Quiet. Yeah. But like, for real, it's just somebody that's constant, and even when I got out of line one time, she checked me. I said, you got out of line with me?
I don't know if I ever could. Like, I would feel bad.
I was in my martyr syndrome at the time.
She was going through it. She was going through it.
I was.
And that's what
Did you check her ass?
I mean, it was a
A soft check.
It was a soft check.
yeah.
It was a soft check.
But I mean, but a soft check or not from me is like, it's a check.
It's a check.
It's a check.
Because you know she's the most like, yes, girl, you can do
You
it.
can do it.
Yes.
You can do it.
Like, stop that bad, girl. Get
Okay.
out.
Now wait a minute, bitch. I know you a little upset, but
Yeah.
I'm your friend. You know.
You're right. You're right. I'll call you back tomorrow. I just pray on it.
I've definitely been checked by D, not for me going at her, but for me talking about something I was going through, and I'm trying to not play the victim, but tell my side, and she checked me on, no, bitch, you were wrong. Plenty of times.
They be like that sometimes.
Plenty of times she's had to check me and bring me back to my own reality, like, okay, but wait a minute, because you didn't just say that you said, and then you did, so you can't go saying and then expect
Yes.
not to get something in return.
Yes.
And you need that though.
Yeah.
Like, you need those friends that are going to be honest with you. Like, bitch, did you bake today? Are you going through something? Like, you just gonna meet up for lunch like that? Like, you need those friends where you don't take offense, especially if you know that it's coming from a place of love. And a lot of people are in relationships, be it friendships, whatever, and it's not off of just straight love. It's not. It's what can you do for me?
Yeah.
How do we look as a collective unit traveling in the world together? How are people seeing us? And it's bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, I'm tired of these disingenuous friendships,
Yeah.
relationships, you know. Nah, I'm cool. I'm cool. So that's where I'm at in my life.
I hear
And
it.
if that means I only have 3 friends,
And that's what it
then
is.
that's what it is. But I know that I can always rest at the end of the day, know that I try my best, and that I'm good to people that I can take care of. Flat out.
And that's all we can do.
Yeah.
That's all we can do.
Well, people take it.
Listen, there's plenty of people, crazy people in the world.
Strong folks.
And you know what else? Because even with me at times, you don't think it's you. You don't think there's nothing wrong with you. You're not going through anything, or, you know, stuff from your past is affecting things now. You don't think, you like, nah, I feel fine about it. You know what I'm saying? But it really becomes an issue.
Yeah.
And I think people are just afraid to look at self a lot.
Absolutely.
And that's one thing I've been doing in my 30s, is trying to look at self more. Like when something happens, but what ended up happening at some point is I started looking at self too much and trying to always find my fault when something happens. I did start doing that and start saying, damn, what the fuck did I do?
Yeah.
Or how did I bring that about? Or
I think
am I crazy? Am I delusional? Is it
Yeah.
me?
Yeah.
You know?
Back to what you first said, I think that we as women, we have to almost come to the table with a certain level of armor because we are up against so much. So I think that
We as black women.
yes, we've become accustomed to putting our situation and our circumstances on the back burner and continuing to move forward because we have to. And in the process of doing that, I think that, to what you just said, we don't always realize how things ultimately affect us
Yeah.
and how that effect isn't always immediate. Sometimes it comes down further down the pipeline.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's years later, you know. I think back to stuff that I've dealt with just with my dad passing. And when I was younger, when it happened, I was somewhat numb to it. And then there's circumstances and situations that I found myself in, like now that I'm older, and I'm like, well, shit, that definitely, like, it affected me a lot more than I thought it did.
Yeah.
And I think we deal with that across the board with so much stuff because we're so used to compartmentalizing things and putting it away and tucking it away and saving it for later or not dealing with it at all
Yeah.
because we got so much other shit that's on the table that we got to deal with that's pressing right now.
I used to be the queen of bottling everything up.
I want bottle.
I still
I still do.
Yeah, I still do.
Stuff that
And
shit
then
in there.
explodes.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
And then it explodes.
And then it explodes.
I'm not gonna plan. I've gotten away from that. Like I'm just sorting through issues that I have with my mother. You know, my mom was a teenage mom. You know, she had me when she was 15. She did the best that she could because she was. After that, I always give her credit because there was a lot of options that she could have taken with me that she did not.
Yeah.
You know, because I don't think. But there were a lot of things that were done wrong. You know, and those are things that I've seen, and as I've matured and I've become a parent, you know, one of the best things that your parents ever tell you. You'll know when you have a kid.
Man.
You understand what I'm talking about? And now that I have my son, and I'm looking like, wait a minute, flag on the motherfucking play because
Yeah.
this shit. No. We need to talk about this because this shit was wrong.
Yeah.
So let's revisit what I was going to learn when I became a parent because now I'm a parent. So what's going on? You know, and just hoping that my mom could have some healing too.
Yeah.
But what I have to understand is because I'm constantly a work in progress at this point. Like I'm always trying to operate at my highest self, and I always check myself before I fly off the handle. Like, wait a minute, is this warranted? What could you do differently? What have you tried? Now you need to go to source. It's not easy.
It's not.
It's not easy, and every day I practice these things. I consciously practice these things in my personal life, in my professional life, because it's all reaching. But what I had to realize was that me wanting to heal
Exactly.
does not mean that my mom wants to
Exactly.
heal, or that she's ready to heal.
Yeah.
Or that my friend is ready to heal, or that my boyfriend is ready to heal, that they're even ready to address it, because you got to unpack. Like y'all said, you stuff things down. You got to unpack and unload all that shit.
And then sort it.
and sort it
Yeah.
and get rid of it.
Yeah.
Like, and it's hard work. I've been doing it for 4 years now.
The other thing
Since I was born.
The other thing with that too, though, is just because you're unpacking and you're sorting your shit doesn't mean that somebody else has to do theirs at the same time that you're doing yours.
Yeah.
So being able to essentially kind of throw up that word vomit to somebody and get it off your chest, you have to be okay with just doing just that.
With just that, with them being like, okay,
Exactly.
I'm finna go get some chicken.
Exactly.
I'll order Brewster. Like, maybe next week. Like, I ain't got time for this shit today.
So I've gotten to the point where I can stop and think about what I'm about to say or what I'm about to do. But if one more thing is said or done past that moment when I stop, red. How do I stop doing that? It's red and fight. How do I walk away?
Yeah, you have to walk away.
Well, you can't. It's not always a chance to walk away.
Sometimes you gotta make sure you gotta exit in the room, literally.
Yeah.
Literally, you have to make sure. Like, I'm one of those people where I like to get to a place, typically, especially at work. But y'all niggas not out late. I'm not even going for it. I'll probably be late for my own funeral, but if I'm going somewhere, I have to make sure that I get a seat where my back is like to the wall. Because if you have me up against the wall, it's bad for you. Because at least I got that little bit of stability. You just out there looking stupid. And then I need to be able to move out and go.
Yeah.
So every room that I'm in, I always gauge that. Where's the exit? And I've done that forever. But now I'm more conscious about it. Like, what crazy shit going on? You really got to be mindful, like, where you
really
at.
At all
And
times.
how you gonna skate up out of here? Because this shit is crazy. But
Yeah.
for that, yeah, if you in a bedroom, position yourself. If
Yeah.
you're talking to your spouse or something, you position yourself where you can hit that doorknob real quick and walk right the fuck up out. You are in the house, you're in the kitchen. Make sure your keys are right by that door before you go out the garage so you can grab them. The shit ain't easy.
With no words, just walk out.
I need a minute. I need a minute. And
Walking
if they
out.
respect that,
Walking out, I think, is better than saying something
Yes.
Okay,
like
so,
in the heat of the
I'm
moment.
gonna be honest. I am a walk out and I'm gonna talk mad shit on the way out. But I will walk out.
Okay. You gotta get to the
You have
car
to go
first. You gonna have to get to the bathroom. You gonna
That's what I'm saying. I'm working working on it. But like I said, at least I've gotten to the point where I can be like,
You recognize it.
don't do it. Just be quiet. I even talk to myself out loud. Girl, don't even do it. Don't do it. Don't even do it. Just be quiet.
Looking real crazy.
I heard Will Smith say
And
something.
then I'm telling you, it'd be the one more thing. That's it.
And then you're like, you know what, bitch?
Let me tell you something.
And granted, I'm not saying that happens off of every
No,
morning. Like,
yeah.
it takes me a lot to get there, but when it does, then it's
Yeah.
like, see red, fight.
Yeah.
All bets are off, say any and everything.
You know what? And thank God for foresight. That's really what you have to try to exercise in these different relationships and in your communications with people. Kind of gauging how the conversation is going to go. You know how people are
Right.
on your interactions with them, so you have to be aware of which way it can go
Yeah.
and how you're going to proceed from there. And I hate to say it like that, but you got to think for people sometimes, most of the time, because people don't think. People just shoot off the hip and they think, well, I'm just keeping it real. No, motherfucker, you sound stupid.
Yeah.
And you about 2 seconds off from getting your ass whooped because
Yeah.
I'm trying to, for myself.
Align myself.
Yeah. And I'm trying to make sure, I'm coming from a pure place of love. And I just haul off and hit your ass in the mouth. Go ahead and walk away. God bless you and keep you.
Yeah.
Will Smith said something on Red Table Talk, and I was just like,
Love
one
that show.
day,
I love it.
He said, like, sometimes when him and Jada used to argue and still do, he'll tell her, like, I'm not in a place to love you right now.
But he said they had to do that. And he said he said the same thing you just said. He would say that and then walk away. He gotta
But
leave.
that is for real. So when I heard that, because I watched it too, and I ain't been on Facebook, still ain't on Facebook. Thank God it's not private. But when I heard that, I was like, man, because you really, like, even in my little complicated situation, my boyfriend is significantly younger than me, like 10 years younger. And I hate to say it, but I've really been able to practice a lot of my self-worth with you. And just being like, you know what, let's get this shit. I can't talk to you right now because I'm not in the best space, and I'm going to say something to you that's going to hurt your feelings, and we're going to be angry. So just give me a minute.
Yeah.
All right.
That's your word?
Yeah.
I am not even mad.
But I also have to say this. You met him. He is a different type of person. Like, when I say something, he respects it. Like, that's what, as long as I'm respectful in my approach and my
Yeah.
Because he'll give me a hard check too.
I know, I would not receive that. Like, just because, almost like you, when I'm upset, like, I mean, you've seen me, like, pissed off, like, once or twice. Like, when I get to that point, nothing that you say makes sense to me. Like, it's all bullshit as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
So if you tell me I'm not in a place to love you,
Especially if you stop, I'm gonna think you playing like, so you want to
so
play?
this is
So you think I'm
somebody
stupid?
fucking don't love me? That's
So
where
you
it's going
think I'm
down. And it's just going.
Okay, all right. If I do this with
I'm
you,
gonna do better.
I'm just trying to get clarification. I'm just trying to get clarification.
so you think I'm stupid?
That was one of those.
I don't even say that. That's I'm getting ready. Here I get some real clarification. And I sweat my eyes
It really-
because I'm really thinking. So you think I'm stupid?
I think part of it though really is just
For real, that if I hit you that, and when I get calm, I'm pissed.
Yeah.
Like we're arguing, and I get calm, and ask you a question. Like I am pissed at that point.
Oh my god, I have not I
Yeah,
don't know what I would do.
I don't get like that often.
yeah.
I don't.
That's what I said. This ain't a normal like state, but
Yeah.
but when I, like you said, when I do go there, it
Yeah,
goes
yeah,
there,
yeah,
and
yeah.
then and then it's hard to pull back.
Yeah,
Like,
it's always hard. And then
Damn,
there
not
one more
possible.
word.
But just keep it a buck
Is that
up.
one
Play
more?
the fuck up. Like people gonna take you
Yeah.
out your
Yeah.
stuff. And sometimes you gonna walk away and hell.
You sound like an old pimp when you be talking. People gonna fuck up. They gonna take you out your hookup. You know what I'm saying? Don't let your atmosphere kick in.
That's
Young
how
Thundercat,
I'm
like-
I'm an old dog. Thank you very much.
That's right. That's what I forgot.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Deanna. Matter of fact, where the kitty table?
You can't sit over here with the grown folks.
That's where the piano used to be.
Let me take my wine.
Put that down. That's for the grown folks. You get some grape juice.
That
Love
is
her.
hilarious.
I mean, but people, they take you out of your element. Like, I mean, there was a dealing that I had this week, and I swore I would never get out of pocket like that again, and I did. Like clockwork. Like, I've seen red, and I'm like, you know what? I've been real patient and empathetic with you, and I ain't said shit to you, don't ask about nothing. But today is just that day.
I got time, cuz.
I have
Today
plenty
I
of
got
time, because it's a 30-minute ride back to work, buddy. So what you trying to do on this time? Like, I mean, it happens.
Yeah.
Like, not every day is foolproof. Not every day are you like, namaste.
Yeah.
Nah. Hell, I don't even feel like that right now. Like, right now, for some reason, I feel like I'm on 10. Like,
For real?
like I might need to go on a treadmill somewhere and just walk it off. Yeah. Or I need a nap. I don't know if it's the mood.
I'm telling you, like, I feel the same
No,
way.
like,
Like, something is
I
off.
feel charged. Like, I feel charged, not negatively charged, but I feel like if I go home and throw all my laundry, I have just nothing ready to do that.
Can you come to my house and do my
You
laundry?
don't even gotta come do mine. Just give me some of that.
Listen,
I
I cleaned
thought
my
it
kitchen
just
and my
be
bathroom today. I have to clean it all the way up.
I know that's
Dishes put up.
I've decided that I'm not going to do that while my children are in the house. Wait until they leave,
Yeah.
and then I will clean because I was exerting so much energy and yelling and screaming, and I'm like, why y'all just gonna fuck this right?
Well, your kids is old enough.
and they're old, and that's why it makes me
Yeah.
so mad. And I was like, you know
Yeah.
what? No more. And I cannot wait till y'all get y'all own apartments because I need all these water bottles, half drunk, and I'm taking them over.
Taking them over. They go around random places in the house that don't even make sense. Like, why were you even standing right here drinking a bottle of water and
It doesn't
then
matter, but it's
thought it was okay to leave it there? Like, it don't even make sense for it to be
And
there.
then I'm gonna turn the heat up to 85.
No, you not.
Oh,
Yes.
no, girl.
I woke up this
A
morning.
lockbox on the thing.
I woke up this morning and I was like, it's toasty. And I'm always cold. So
Yeah.
if I say it's toasty,
It's hot.
it's hot.
I feel like I just got hot when you said 85. Like the back of
Well,
my neck
it was on
started
80.
sweating.
It was on 80.
The same thing.
Yeah, same
Yeah.
thing.
I would have woke up in a puddle
I
of
couldn't
sweat.
breathe.
My
Like,
heat is
I
not
couldn't-
on.
I can't breathe.
My heat is on 67.
Mine's on 70.
I do not turn my heat on
Oh.
until
We
7.
have an old house, old drafty house. And
Okay,
we're so
Keisha.
I get 76. I get 76.
No.
Mm-mm.
Mine is on 70.
You come to my house, do you need a blanket?
Listen, my heat wouldn't even be on if I didn't have Leo. First snowfall
Yeah.
or Thanksgiving, one of those.
You two in this snowfall thing.
Yeah,
That's
listen.
B tried to wait it out. She tried her best.
I knocked the chill out
You gotta knock
Turn
the
it
chill
back
off.
off.
and then turned it right back on. It's not coming back on. It's not doing
I
it.
can't.
I don't know.
I can't. I have hardwood floors. I can't.
The only reason I knocked the chill out was because one of my friends came over. Amber came over and she has a newborn. I was like, I kind of have to.
Yeah.
I kind of
I'm
have
telling you,
to.
that's the only reason why I got listen, because I will put on some socks and some jogging pants and a sweatshirt and be sitting there looking like a different world.
Girl, during the winter time, I bring out a little basket
Like a college
and it has
student.
folded up blankets in it for anybody who comes over if you're chilly. Grab one of these plush
My
ass
ass will be
throws.
wrapped up in all the blankets in
Yes.
the
Grab one of these
Yes,
plush
I don't
ass
like
throws that I got on sale somewhere for the
I
Lolo.
love it.
Sit on the couch and be quiet and just shiver a little bit. You be alright.
No, I
You
don't
be
want
alright.
to shiver a little
The
bit.
shiver will create
So,
body heat.
do we know
B
for next
B will
week?
come in and be like, "Huh, drink this. It'll warm you up."
Yeah. Do we know for next week I will have on a hoodie,
Yeah.
earmuffs, gloves.
Yeah.
Look at the
I'll
day you
actually
turn the
wear
heat on and
socks.
knock that chill off before we get there.
I mean, if y'all get so festive when we get there, you know, I mean,
How about I fuss on the way there?
Yeah.
So by the time I get there, you knock
Yeah.
the chill
But
off.
how does Lily feel about this?
Lily be chilling. Okay,
Yeah.
Lily is a
Look at
thug.
fur coat.
Lily is a thug. Don't nothing phase her. Okay, she like miss me with the BS.
Because how old is
always
Lily
see
now, too? Lily older than you.
it. She is.
Is she really?
Yeah, in dog years, yeah, she's 70.
Oh. I mean, that sounds a lot, but in
Yeah.
dog years, it's not.
Yeah,
She's like 14.
No, she's 10. So isn't it like
Every
7? Yeah,
Something like that.
yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Lily Bob, look, she's settling into her old hoe ways too. She
She's
don't
pretty.
even work as much as she used to.
Girl, you
Yeah.
just be like, wow. That's like that old lady that be talking shit. Like, I'm gonna say something, I don't really care.
I forgot.
Dee brought her over here one day. You know, since she can't see, Dee put her on this floor.
Oh,
Girl, her
She
legs
walked
spread
it.
a little bit, and she just went like this, like,
and then did not move.
and then didn't move. She just stayed right here. Dee was like, "Come over here." She would not.
Nah.
She stayed just like that.
My entire
No, ma'am.
apartment is carpet. When she like touches linoleum, she spazzes the fuck out. She's like, I don't know what to do with this. I don't know what to do.
That is terrible.
Oh, poor thing.
That is
Poor
so
Lily.
Lily.
Poor thing.
She's a celebrity.
That was real bougie.
She is though.
She is
She
a
is.
celebrity.
Listen, that commercial aired, and I called Deanna like,
You were the first person to call me.
yo, famous bitch.
That is
Yeah, I'm famous. Look at little Miley Cyrus.
You're ignorant.
That little Miley Cyrus.
Listen.
Oh my god. I swear I think she knows too that she like
She did
She
something.
done did
Yeah.
some.
that she be prancing around the house like bumping into stuff just like fucking.
Aww.
Carefully.
Because you bring in so much new shit every day, I'm sure. It wasn't there yesterday. That's all it was.
I bought 11 cases of water like 2 weeks ago.
I remember that.
Because they were on sale and a bitch drinks water.
Yeah.
So I was gonna get them, but I had to buy 11 in order to hit like the point that the dollar amount that I needed to hit in order to use the coupon that I had. So I got 11 cases of water for almost $11. So they're less than $1 per 24 cases of water.
I actually need that. Actually.
I had to
You
get it.
see what?
They had another one like yesterday, but it was like $2 a case. I was like, nah. It was just $1 a case last week.
That's the way I got it.
I'm like, yeah.
That's what that came from. The
And this
3%.
I got the 3%.
34 bottles in this one.
This is the way I be though. Like I be seeing deals and I be like, man, fuck that shit. Like I just got detergent that was 22 cents per bottle.
You want
You think I'm about to give you 99 cents? Mix me with that. Mix me with it.
And I really be thinking I'm doing good when I get my little Tide for like $3.99 or $4.99.
Listen, whenever D sends that out, I jump on it.
I be like cracking up because I be thinking back like, when was the last time I bought Cottonelle toilet paper for like $16.99 for like
Oh my god, I need to get on that because
that breaks my
every
heart.
time I go into Target and I'm like, really about to do this.
Stay up with Kroger.
Really about to do this.
Because Kroger has been keeping Cottonelle for like $4.99 or $5.99, but then there's an additional like $1 off coupon if you buy 5. So you spend $25 and you got 5-6 cases
Oh yeah.
or packages of toilet paper.
Because that'll walk down that aisle.
But when
I'm
these
really
come-
charging, I have to use this.
When
shit.
D finds it, it'd be like $1.25
Yeah.
for the whole
Yeah.
pack.
Like the 26 roll.
Yeah.
Or what
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Like toilet paper,
Kroger.
detergent, dish, like any type of like cleaning supplies. Like that's the shit that I'll stock up on.
Pods right now.
Yeah.
Which I was going to go to Walmart.
Oh, girl, that last sale with all the apple juice had me at 2 Krogers before work. Like I got up and went before work because I was like, all this. I did not have time, but I was like,
You gotta make
mom.
You gotta
It's got to come through while
Yeah.
I'm at work and clear all the shelves.
And they did, because
Yeah,
I went
they
at
did.
lunchtime and it was already like,
I was there at 6 something in the morning. Like, oh no, y'all will not get me today. 99 cents.
Oh yeah, the Juicy Juice.
No, them right there. Is it
oh,
the organic
the Simple
ones?
Truth apple juice.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then the individual bottles of all were 99 cents.
And then there were coupons that
There were
were
coupons.
40 or 50 cents off.
Yeah.
So it made them like 50 cents a bottle.
Yeah, I need to do that right
Verizon.
certain things get me like that, not everything. So like toilet paper, paper
Yeah,
towels,
yeah,
and disposable
No,
stuff.
that's the stuff I need. Toilet paper, paper towels, and detergent.
And cereal. That's how I came up on all the cereals.
Well, see, that's-
cereal was part of it too.
So I fucked up years ago. You remember? When I first started
Girl.
couponing, I don't fucking drink milk. I don't eat cereal like that. I ended up with like 50 boxes of cereal that I spent maybe $8 on. I was like,
Seriously, for like 2 months, every time I came over house, you like, you need some cereal? No, I took 5 boxes the last time I was over
listen,
here.
I made care
That goes to
packages.
the pantry.
Well, so here's the thing with the pantry. I feel like the pantries make people jump through hoops
Trying
sometimes
to
in
get
order
this,
in order to get it. And it's like I feel like not necessarily the people who need it are the ones who are always benefiting from it. So yeah. One of my uncles, I don't know if you know this, but one of my uncles was like homeless like for years, like 12 years or some shit like that. So, and my dad used to work for the mission. So like I've always like volunteered with like homeless stuff. So what I ended up doing with all the cereal was just making like care packages and put them in my trunk and then just passing those out to like people that I saw on the streets.
Okay.
And I'm like,
That's
y'all
nice.
wanna use this.
Yeah, I
Like,
would.
y'all wanna use this. I didn't want to just like drop it off to a pantry and then somebody who didn't really need it ended up like taking it.
This was after she tried to force me to eat. Like, as far as she was
Ten
concerned,
boxes of
me and
cereal.
my family was going to eat cereal for breakfast, lunch, and dinner for the next
And
few
snacks.
months because she had 50
Because I would be like, Nicole, you know you like the cereal.
you need some more.
just take it.
Girl, I just took 5 boxes the last time. I was like, what more do you want me to do? Right. But
In
I mean,
the house.
I'm about to do the same thing with these frosted flakes.
I'm about to take them, and the girls is gonna have them.
Does Leo like Apple Jacks or frosted flakes?
Oh, well, I already claimed the frosted flakes. I got that.
You taking frosted
No,
flakes?
no, he doesn't.
He likes bananas.
Yeah, Leo's an old man. He likes bananas, yogurt.
He likes yogurt. What? He likes yogurt.
Leo's ass will wake up in the morning like, I would like a banana and some oat milk, please, mommy. And
Wow.
his breakfast.
That's like the main fight with little kids. Like, no, you need to eat this.
My kids always ate really good. They actually eat better vegetable or more vegetables than I did. Like my grandma had all of my kids eating okra. I will not eat. I like okra.
I like fried okra.
I like okra.
Well,
I like
see,
fried okra.
I cannot eat fruit fried because my grandma only boils it with her green beans.
No.
And so it's burst open.
Yeah, it looked like snot. Mucus.
No, thank you.
No.
Everyone's like, you gotta try it fried. I was like, no, because I've had it like that, and no thank
I love okra. Leo won't eat vegetables, but the vegetables that he does eat include carrots, celery, cucumbers.
you. That's a big one.
That's it though.
That's okay.
No broccoli?
Nah, you don't want no broccoli. You don't want your green beans. Keep your
You
corn.
don't like green beans?
So your mom makes like bomb ass green beans
And he
too.
doesn't even like macaroni and cheese.
Ooh, devastating.
And I
Broke my
never
heart.
macaroni and
Broke
cheese.
my heart.
And he's like,
Broke my heart.
Not, yeah.
It broke my heart.
What, you know what you missing?
It broke my heart. That's my favorite food in life.
I love that.
My
I was gonna say
favorite.
favorite food, tacos. How about
yeah,
greens?
greens, no greens. So he found this video of one of his games that he played, and it's all about kale and the boiling of the kale.
That's the video game?
It's a video, like an actual
Oh.
song.
Oh,
And they're
okay.
talking about eating kale, and he's like, I want some kale. No problem. Come on, Leo, let's make some kale. You want to put it in the skillet? No, thank you.
Yeah.
Y'all got to see their real life.
I love kale.
I like kale, but
like
kale's not a good place to start with kids. Like,
I don't like
I love kale. I will do raw
like
kale,
kale.
like
I
a
like
kale
it.
salad.
Oh,
Like,
thank you.
yeah, you just
Spinach.
crunch the kale with some salt, a little bit of salt.
Spinach.
It's good.
He won't eat
now see, I'm not a huge spinach person.
Baby spinach?
So I'll eat it because I like the flavor, but I don't like how it makes my teeth feel afterwards.
Oh, I get that.
Yeah,
I
I have
don't
to be
understand
home.
It's a
Like a
raw
bready-
baby spinach. It does
Oh.
leave a-
Now
Now,
see, something I have to
Yeah.
brush my teeth after I eat it.
I'll eat raw spinach in a salad. It's the cooked spinach that I stress out over
Oh,
because
yeah,
I can't do
it gets stringy.
I can't
I
do
love
cooked
it.
spinach. It has
I'm
to
just
be
so
cooked
mad that
spinach.
it takes like 5 bags to get
Get
you
this
one
much.
serving.
Get this much.
That's what makes me
Yeah.
mad.
Yeah.
because I like spinach.
And I don't like how stringy it is. I'm a texture person though too. Like what stuff looks like and feels like.
You really are.
Yeah, that's why I don't like bananas.
The only thing I
I
can't
don't
eat
like
like that is
Jell-O.
mushrooms. Mushroom, the texture of mushrooms.
And mushrooms don't bother me. And Jell-O doesn't bother me.
I can't eat Jell-O.
I just don't think Jell-O's good.
Like one day I ate some.
Unless it's a
Jell-O.
Jell-O
shot.
Jell-O all day.
I can't do
That's
a Jell-O shot either.
I can do it.
There's some
all.
Jell-O shots down there.
But oh gosh, I put some Jell-O in my mouth and it was like,
What is this?
oh God. To the elderly, you know, you can appreciate it because this shit is terrible.
Wait a minute, what was the noise again?
Shut up.
Well, you know what's funny? When I was like growing up, I never could eat. I could, but I just chose not to eat pudding with a spoon.
I don't like pudding.
I
That's
always
just-
had to eat it with my finger.
I
I
don't like
never
pudding, but I
wanted to
like
use a
yogurt.
spoon. I would
I
have
love
to do it like
yogurt.
that.
Pudding is nasty. Unless it's banana.
I don't know
I
why.
like banana. I like banana.
Well, I don't. So I just had banana pudding at your birthday that Ree made. Yeah, and I ate it because Ree was like, "There's no bananas
She
in
didn't
it,"
use actual bananas in it. She just did banana flavor.
and it was really good. And it had Cool Whip on top. Like
She
it was
just
really
did
good.
pudding flavored, banana flavored pudding. She had put real bananas in it.
That makes sense.
And that shit was it was pretty damn good. But if you put bananas in it, and then bananas turn brown,
Yeah.
and then they just be like all mucusy and clotty and clumpy and.
Well, you know, banana
I
pudding
get
usually
that.
don't last that long.
Yeah. It's
Why you make a banana pudding?
Oh, good. Yeah.
Yeah, it don't last long for it to turn brown.
Yeah.
It may turn a little brown by
As
the
soon as
night
you-
next morning, but
As soon as you cut open a banana and that shit sits on the table, that shit turns brown.
I don't let a banana sit that long.
yeah, if I open a
Maybe
banana, I'm
it's
eating
because-
it like on the spot.
Maybe it's just because I just be staring
I
at
don't
it.
eat bananas.
I love bananas.
But it's crazy though because I like bananas in smoothies because it makes the smoothie like creamier. Like I said, it's not the taste of it that I don't like. It's
The
like
It's a phallus
it's
type shape that it has.
The phallus.
that I do not have a problem with.
Kind of soft and mushy, kind of almost
It's-
limp in your mouth.
She thinks it's slimy like snotty.
It is. It reminds me of mucus. Like when you have a cold and you
Ugh.
cough up mucus, and it's like, oh, I need to go spit this out. That's what a banana tastes like to me. And then it's like you swallow it. It's like you're swallowing mucus.
No, I can't say that. I don't concur.
No,
with that.
anything comes up and
I-
I have to spit it
I feel
out.
like
Like when
I'll-
I'm sick, like if it comes up,
It
like
got to go. That's what I'm saying. I'm not about to swallow a banana. It got to go.
No, I want to say that I get it, but I don't.
Have y'all seen that meme though of the dude and he's like, "This is how black men eat
It's
bananas."
hilarious. He was shaking it up.
breaking it up in pieces. He's
and the
like,
only thing I can think of, like his hands are sticky as shit right now.
Right?
Sticky ass
"What
hands.
was it?"
Because you know, dudes feel funny
He don't-
about
he don't-
banana
yeah.
because it's
Oh,
foul
yeah.
shaped.
Yeah.
So he was breaking off pieces, talking about doing like this, breaking it off and shaking it like that.
And looking around too.
and then popping it in his mouth, break off another piece like
Oh no.
like this how dudes gotta eat bananas though.
That shit had me in tears.
Right.
I was rolling.
All I can think about was how sticky his hand was.
Right.
Lord
That
have
was
mercy.
hilarious. Did you see the video?
She scared the shit out of him.
That was
Why
he broke out in the.
Jimmy.
You didn't see that? Oh, that was
She was sitting on Ella's show, and she was talking about, is there anything, I heard you're afraid of clowns, and he was like, no, I'm not. And she was like, you're not? I heard you were. And he was like, I couldn't be. She was like, why? He's like, because I'm a black man. There's so many other things to be scared of. She was like, but I heard you were afraid of clowns, and this clown popped out of a box right here.
right beside him.
Like a big ass human clown.
Yeah.
Like,
I thought he was going to, but you know, the look of sheer fear,
Yeah.
like,
I ain't
It
never
was
seen
on
somebody
his-
move so fast in my
He was
life.
he got about that chair did like a spin and then came into it like a little hip shimmy. like, playing it off.
Have to dance it off.
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
It was
man.
funny. The internet has not been.
Ever.
It never will.
Ever.
They get me every week. I thought last week.
No,
But that was it. You didn't outdid yourself yet again.
And you gonna do it again next week.
It's some creative.
And I'll be
waiting. I'll be waiting.
I just be wondering who's sitting like waiting for shit to happen. Like it's about to happen. There it goes.
That's the one right there.
Oh, no.
And then it just
Sends,
goes viral.
and then it's out.
Everyone. Oh my god. Crazy.
Good
Keep,
stuff. Your thigh keep rubbing my thing. I feel so
Sorry.
weird about it. I'm sorry.
And I didn't even feel the shit.
Every time
I'm over here chilling like.
I done moved my leg like 50 times, but then like one of us will laugh and I'll be like, oh, your thigh's so weird.
Another guy down here. Okay.
I mean, don't. I know my thigh's probably in your face. I'm sorry. Oh my god.
Well, this has been amazing.
Yes,
thank you
Yes,
so much
Thank you.
for coming on the show today.
And I can't wait till next weekend.
And
so we
thanks for
can-
having me on. You know, for your birthday.
We are about to kick it. We're going for really good food.
If him out west ain't in town.
Ooh! Ooh!
He won't be.
Oh, okay.
November
Don't let the
3rd.
haters stop you from doing your thing now. Mama got
Never.
a life too now.
Never.
Baby boy.
Mama gotta have a life too, Jody.
Y'all spend
Good food there. You had me at food.
I am bringing Leo. I'm trying to get out of this whole thing of thinking that I can only have fun if he is with a
That's
sister.
right. That's right.
And I really
I just want to see him. He's so cute.
I enjoy Leo's company. So I really want him with me.
He's such a big
Yes.
boy. He's such a big
And
boy.
if he just wants to eat bananas and oatmeal, then
Oh no, he's definitely gonna get into some steak.
okay.
Yeah.
Does
will.
he eat steak?
Oh, he will do that.
Okay.
Listen, my cousin had him one weekend. It was so funny. When she barbecued, and she was like, "This little boy will not eat a hot dog." I said, "He doesn't eat hot dogs." One, I don't
So
see
he
him.
got expensive taste.
I don't see
Y'all be
him
eating
hot dogs.
good at home. That's
Daddy
yeah.
will start there.
Yeah.
He likes organic stuff.
Yeah.
He does. I know. He does. I'm not. That's not
He
true.
likes his
He likes-
organic apples.
Well, you
it's
said
funny,
you were eating
Yeah.
healthy and everything when you were pregnant with him. So
but when it's weird because it's almost like he can read it like, nah, because the ones that aren't organic will sit there and wait.
Like
until
he'd be
he
like,
has
no.
more.
These are
And
not
then
the
he'll
good
go back like,
I suppose.
can you rinse this off? I mean, we don't want him to go to waste, Mom.
I'm not even mad at him.
So yeah,
so
he's gonna be joining us for dinner, and then he can go with my mom or something. And I figured, auntie like myself might be sleeping. Because dinner's definitely at 5.
You were crazy. Girl, I always have big plans to hang out late, and I'll be like,
So about that, trying to catch that early service in the morning.
You talking at your birthday party like
Yeah.
that night? I was like, I think I'm gonna go ahead and leave, guys. I'm sleepy.
yeah.
My bed is calling.
Like, and it sounded real good because I was talking to my cousin, like, I just want to go out and kick it like I used to before I had Leo. And then I'm like,
I don't know how to do that.
nah, fuck that, because I don't even know what to order at a bar. Like, I don't even know what to order to drink anymore. Like,
Yeah, that's funny.
Listen, I left y'all and then went over to SB's, and of course they were like, "Oh, you gotta have another shot." I was like, "Bitches, I gotta have another shot." And I have to drive forever to get home. Like
Yeah.
it's not like y'all who live around the corner. No, you don't live around the corner. You
I ain't
have
to drive. I
to
just be tired. Like, I'm too tired to even drink.
Too tired to drink. Like I don't want. I don't want to.
I don't want to.
That's
I don't
it.
want to.
I don't want to.
I don't want to.
because I really,
I'd much rather be at home in my bed watching Netflix.
I really
I don't even want to watch
value
Netflix.
that. I really, really value my bed.
popcorn.
You that damn popcorn.
In the
Oh, did I
bed.
tell y'all that I had
In
to
the
talk
bed.
to Subway about their skimming me on my popcorn? So I have a popcorn, like I love popcorn a lot.
Subway the sandwich. What? Is that what you said?
Talk about, let me tell you. So
I was confused too. Like,
certain Walmarts, their
Oh, the
Subway
bag.
have bags. It's called a heap of popcorn.
Okay.
Yes.
If that is popcorn.
Yeah.
So a heap of popcorn. One heap of popcorn should last me a week. And it's not gonna last me. It's nothing to do with me eating
Selling
it.
you short.
Yes. So I had a talk with the lady the other day when I went to go get my shoes.
Skipping on the ounces.
I said, so
Eat is not a eat. What's going on?
it's more like a Kyle, but it's not a heat.
not a heat. And she's like, oh yeah, popcorn. I said, okay, there's clearly a language barrier.
No.
I said, never mind. I'll just wait till the one lady who got me to even buy this popcorn, when she comes back,
What was her sales pitch? I got this heap of popcorn.
she was like, well, I saw the popcorn.
No, she just seen it
I
in
saw the
rested.
popcorn and I was like, yes.
But when she ordered it, mother looked like, for real?
Yeah, like you
Yeah.
no, nobody ever. She like, don't like me. I mean, it's great. It's great popcorn. You can popcorn. It's great.
Combination's back here.
You can have it. Go ahead. Help
You know,
yourself.
basically, because she was like, you know, you want the other bag. And I was
She
like,
didn't even know where to find it on the register to charge.
That's right.
listen.
Bring it in,
But
the
She put that shit in her pocket when Keisha walked in.
Just bring it in.
Listen, when you look at the cash register, it says cookies. No, sorry, it says pretzels. That's what it says. It ranks up under pretzels. You know what? Those are semantics. Those are semantics. The issue is they were skimming me on the popcorn, and she was like,
Nobody buying it but you.
I gave her the whole thing.
That's fine.
Take all of it.
Take all this
Take
shit.
all of it.
That's fine. So then she says, sometimes we just get busy. And I accepted that answer. I said, okay.
You right.
You better. You better.
Assembling them sandwiches. You get crazy.
Because everybody's coming in the Walmart, the Subway
Yes,
and Walmart
for
to
sure.
get sandwiches. Yes.
No, but depending on the time of day, the day of the month, you know, them elderly be in there
So you
waiting
just
for.
need to pick your better days time.
Listen, that's all I was thinking.
Listen, the elderly be toasting up the Subway. That's out.
Because they're already out shopping.
Lord have mercy.
We gonna have lunch and we're gonna get our shopping done.
There you go.
That's right.
We're gonna get socks and some
And subs.
winning.
Either that. Don't let it be Wednesday. They can make it to Old Charlie's.
I'll get the
For
free
the-
pie
for the-
Wednesday. Yes.
Why do you know this?
They advertise it everywhere. It's free pie Wednesday.
A whole pie?
A slice of pie. Slice of pie.
Just a
Like, we was about to be Old Charlie.
My grandma, don't you want to go to Old Charlie's?
like, shit, I'm already here.
Right. You late to the party. I can catch you.
Holy shit.
We just left the wine. We're going to go over to the eye doctor once we leave here.
But that's all at Walmart.
That is
Eye
all
Doctor,
Walmart.
Subway.
Yeah.
Get shopping
Oh,
done.
shit.
Arts and crafts.
Yeah, because you got the knit.
Yeah.
You
All
got
that.
the crochet.
It's like, that's why they spend all day at Walmart.
I cannot.
Lunch it off.
Y'all are cool.
Right.
I don't know why you're talking, because that's going to be you.
No, it's not. Don't speak that type of negativity over my
It's
life.
damn near you now. You just at Target.
I hate
Eventually you
Walmart.
won't
No, I'm not.
transfer.
I hate Walmart.
Because Walmart's
First of all,
one-stop shop.
No.
Walmart
So
is
I have to go to Walmart to get certain things because they don't have the wet line extreme at Target. Also, Target went up on my Orbit skin to 109. It's 99 cents.
Target will price match anything, any and everything.
Oh,
Just price matches.
that's fine. You know, over at Wally World, it's 99 cents. Let's bring it back now.
I don't deserve the hell that I have to go through when
No.
I go to Walmart.
Listen, I
Oh,
don't,
well,
listen,
granted,
y'all
okay, you
can-
have an excuse because the Walmart doesn't buy you.
Yeah,
I don't deserve that.
So the Walmart that's close to me is South High Street. That's where I get my popcorn. And
I
I was gonna go get the rest of my stuff, my Wet Line Extreme, some more
What
hair
is
product.
Wet Line
It's a gel
Oh,
that
Lord.
works spectacular. And then I like turn because you know the Subway's right here, so I turned to attempt to go get some shopping done, and I said I can't do it. come on, Dion, you
Hey,
can't.
they have Walmart on South High Street. First of all, that was like the first Walmart in Columbus.
Was it?
It definitely was because, you know, I'm a real South Sider who grew up over here on High Street. But that shit, man,
Yeah.
it is always expensive. But I will say, when the Patty LaBelle sweet potato pie first hit, that was the only store that had them. And I bought like 3 of them.
It was.
Them white
Really?
folks was like, don't want that shit, we eat pumpkin.
And listen, them pie full of sugar, but that shit was delicious.
Yes, them Patty pies.
Yes,
were
I
good.
were.
I was
Are they
not a
gonna do it again
fan.
this
I was
year?
not a
Making it
fan.
around now.
Are they?
Patty making a
Oh
killing
yeah, I need to go. I need to go back
I
in
was
there.
not a
again.
fan. That shit
You
is
didn't like it?
No, it's way too sweet.
I was
Oh,
trying to
yeah.
throw that shit in the oven.
Yeah.
Did you put it in
Did
the
you
oven?
put it in the oven? Yeah.
They got
Yeah.
No.
You gotta heat it up, take the edge off. You know, little chemical reaction with the sugar, some of that shit.
It burns off. It burns off.
The shift the edge.
That was delicious.
Yeah, that shit is good.
Alright, I'm gonna have to get Patty Pies a second try.
Wait a minute. So who's cooking? You cooking? You cooking? Who's
Who
cooking?
cooking?
Because
You know,
I'm
I can
by
bring
myself.
pasta.
Wait a minute, where's that
TJ's going to Alabama. They're I don't know if it's family reunion, something with the family
at?
down
Why
in
you in
Alabama.
Alabama?
We have our first game that Saturday,
Oh, crap.
so I can't. And it's in Cincinnati, so it's not like I could just fly back here.
I'm not sure who's cooking. I mean, somebody's cooking now.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
can
though.
bring food. Because I have, let's see, I don't know.
Yeah, I gotta work on Friday. This will be the first year that I'm like
Working,
I
yeah.
think I'm working. Yeah, I have nothing to shop
I
for. My
actually
kids
am not
don't need
working.
shit, so
I'm actually not working and I won't be in New York this year.
you bring us down lunch
That's what I heard.
Sure.
for the working folks.
Sure.
Cool.
I have a lease, so you guys gonna have to be in one location.
Well, we don't work anywhere near each other.
We're definitely counting.
I know that's right.
I
But
don't
yeah,
even know
let's
how
see.
this lease thing works, but I'd be like, they were like, you need to go across the street, like,
Not across the street.
I mean, my job is giving me a turkey.
Hello.
So you got the turkey.
Yeah.
you know,
So I feel like we about to pull
Yeah.
something
you
together.
know, pull some sides.
And I found this chicken recipe
I think listen.
that I want to transfer to a big bird.
All right now.
Because I roasted a chicken and it called for all the seasonings and the olive oil to be mixed instead of just like dumping the seasoning
Yeah.
on the actual chicken.
This sounds amazing.
And
Keep going.
it was amazing. Like it was
Putting it in the
probably-
oil instead.
Yeah, like mixing it in
Yeah.
the oil.
The way you do like the
Whip it.
oil that you dip bread and shit in,
Yeah.
let that shit marinate, soak it all
Cook all
in.
in it.
And just pour it all under the skin.
Fabulous.
Rub it up. Listen, the skin was so crispy and the chicken was so moist. Never have I.
Oh, let's make it
I
happen.
need to figure out what day TJ is.
Let's make it happen.
No, he's gone. He's gone on Thanksgiving Day. Like
I mean, you don't have games on the day of the game.
No. Our first game is the Saturday after,
Okay.
and we wouldn't be back before that game. And then flights are super expensive for me to try to fly back from Mobile to here.
Right.
I
So
say let's make something straight. And speaking of
I got
chicken,
greens.
I'm hungry, so
I got
I'm
greens.
about to wrap this one up.
Greens,
And I have to work.
as do
I was going to say me too, but no, it's only Saturday.
I be forgetting what day it is. Yeah, no, I have to work, but fortunately I didn't get my hour back.
Mm-hmm. You've been getting back to where you working on weekends now.
Yeah. Because I'm also a hands job. You know, that's a pretty hefty bill a month.
Yes, it
Man.
is.
So to offset it, I work like every other week. And I pick up one day every other week. Which I mean, thank God it's not a crazy job.
Yeah.
So I can actually get some studying done. Shit.
Yeah.
What the fuck am I doing?
Yeah.
Making boss moves.
Nah, I'm just in school.
Whatever.
Whatever.
There's that highway we
That's the
got
foundation. That's the foundation. That's the foundation making boss moves. Okay, that's all I'm saying. Earl.
Oh, awkward being in class with all those young ass kids though.
That's so like Deanna. You like wipe something up. She'd be like, "Yes, girl, clean this shit up, clearing out your life."
Yeah.
I just wipe this.
It was just some ash.
I was gonna say when you were back to school though, so I got like these folders that have like her
Yes, she
pictures and
did.
names and shit on them.
You are somebody's mama.
I know, I
She
might be.
is.
I might be.
She is.
You are somebody's
She's
mama.
Lily's mama.
For real.
That
Listen.
is too funny.
That privileged bitch.
Isn't she? We would all like to be Lily.
Listen, I will trade places with Lily any minute.
I'm getting on my nerves.
Yeah.
Like, oh.
Deanna greets her every day. It's the first day she's seen her. Like, "Hi, boo.
I do.
Are you ready? How was your day? Come on now, come on, let's go." Well,
That
thank you,
is
bud.
awesome. That is so awesome.
Deanna be talking to me like, "Girl, yeah, this been on the road. You know, motherfuckers don't know how to drive." Come in the house, she be like, "Motherfuckers don't know how." Hi, boo.
Changes your whole
Hi,
day.
Lily.
Oh, God.
Are you ready to get out? Come on.
I can't wait to see you.
With a baby.
Listen.
Yeah.
So
When you
and my mother.
Ooh.
Candace, I cannot. I don't even, like, already I can't handle it. Already I can't
And
handle
it
it.
can't be a girl.
So
Lord have
now,
mercy.
the way my mom is with Lily, like, y'all think I'm bad with Lily.
No, I already.
My
I've
mother,
seen the screenshot of what your mother has said.
Yeah.
about Lily,
so I know. My mom does not play. My mom will still to this day text me and be like, "Did Lily eat?"
For real.
That is
For real.
hilarious.
No, Mom, she didn't eat. You know, I'm just out here starving my dog to death. I don't know how we made it these 10 years. Because I don't feed her. And she can eat it and she can. Is she okay?
You might need to bring her some.
Yeah. She'll text me in the middle of the day.
Fuck you, my living, breathing daughter.
It's my granddoggy Friday.
She'll be like, "Lily, you know something? Is she feeling weak? Bill Jack."
Should we switch her over to Bill Jack?
Look here. I found some probiotics that may work well. I'm not making this shit up.
I know you ain't.
Listen.
Oh, Deanna's mom is hilarious.
That is
man.
Lord.
Hilarious. All right, let's wrap up.
Alright, yeah.
All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in with us. All our YouTube fans, like, subscribe,
Comment.
Yeah, comment. Say, yeah.
Comment below.
Like, subscribe, and share.
Yeah.
That too. Instagram, iTunes, SoundCloud. Like us, follow us, comment, share, all of that. You can always reach us at nakbscript@gmail.com.
Come.
Something new every day.
I see.
I go off of whatever she does. Send us any questions, comments. Again, we got some other topics coming up that you guys are going to enjoy, and we'll see you next time.
Deuces.
Bye.